How to keep ginger fresh for months and almost no one knows it. Hi friends, I'm Nancy. If you've ever spent a few dollars on a nice piece of ginger like this, only to find it turning soft moldy or sprouting just a few days later, you're definitely not the only one. Today, I will show you some simple methods you can do right at home so your ginger can stay firm, clean, and full of flavor for a long time. Stay with me and I'll show you exactly how to do it so you always have fresh ginger ready for your tea soups or everyday cooking. If you want to keep your ginger fresh for a long time, the first step is to clean it thoroughly. Ginger grows underground, so it often carries a lot of dirt in the small grooves on the skin. Cleaning it well from the beginning helps your ginger stay fresh longer and makes it easier to use later. Start by breaking large pieces into smaller sections. This makes them easier to handle and allows the baking soda solution to reach all the surfaces. Place the ginger in a small bowl and add 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Pour in enough water to fully cover the pieces. Stir well until the baking soda is completely dissolved. Let the ginger soak for about 3 to 5 minutes. This helps soften the soil stuck on the skin and loosens any dirt that may be hiding in the creases. After soaking, use a soft toothbrush to gently scrub each piece. This step removes the remaining dirt without damaging the skin. Once the ginger is clean, let it air dry in a cool and well-ventilated place. If you need it to dry faster, you can pat it gently with a paper towel. When the ginger is completely dry, prepare a small bowl of strong white liquor. Dip each piece into the liquor so the surface is fully coated. Alcohol naturally helps kill bacteria and prevents mold sprouting and rot. After dipping, place the ginger on a rack and let the alcohol evaporate for a short time. When the surface feels dry, wrap each piece tightly with plastic wrap. This helps keep air from reaching the ginger. place all the wrapped pieces into an airtight jar or container. Stored this way, your ginger will stay fresh, firm, and flavorful for many months. This method is simple, practical, and very effective for everyday cooking. If you prefer a simple method that doesn't require many ingredients, storing ginger in clean water is an easy option that works surprisingly well. This method helps keep the ginger firm, fresh, and full of moisture for several months. Start by choosing a clean glass or plastic jar that has no grease or leftover odors. A clean container is important because it prevents bacteria from growing during storage. Arrange the ginger pieces in the jar so they sit close together without large gaps. This helps the ginger stay stable when you add water. Now pour clean water into the jar until all the ginger is fully submerged. Keeping the ginger underwater limits its exposure to air, which is one of the main causes of mold sprouting and spoilage. Once the jar is filled, seal it tightly with a lid and place it in the refrigerator. A cool environment slows down the natural aging process of the ginger and keeps it fresh much longer than storing it in the open air. To maintain the best quality, remember to change the water every 4 or 5 days. Fresh water helps protect the ginger from bacteria and keeps the flavor strong. When stored this way, ginger can stay fresh for 4 to 5 months without shriveling or losing its natural aroma. Each time you need ginger for cooking, simply take out a piece, rinse it quickly, and it is ready to use. This method is easy, practical, and perfect for anyone who wants long-lasting ginger without much effort. If you're looking for a simple and practical way to keep your ginger fresh for several months, storing it in white vinegar is a great option to try. This method works well because white vinegar has natural antibacterial properties that help slow down spoilage. It also helps the ginger maintain its firm texture even after long storage. You only need a few basic steps and everything can be done right in your kitchen. Start by washing the ginger under clean running water. After washing, let the ginger dry completely. Once the ginger is dry, you can cut it into slices or leave the whole pieces as they are. Cutting it into slices makes it easier to take just the amount you need for cooking, while leaving the whole pieces helps keep the flavor stronger. Either way works well so you can choose what fits your cooking habits. Prepare a clean glass jar and make sure it's completely dry. Place the ginger inside the jar. Then pour white vinegar over it until the ginger is fully covered. The vinegar acts as a mild preservative and keeps the ginger crisp and flavorful. After filling the jar, close the lid tightly and place it in the refrigerator. Stored this way, ginger can stay fresh for 2 to 3 months. When you need to use it, simply take out the amount you want and give it a quick rinse. You can also use it directly in dishes that pair well with vinegar. This method is easy, reliable, and perfect for keeping ginger ready for everyday meals. If you want a simple and reliable way to keep your ginger fresh without using the fridge too much, wrapping it in old newspaper is a great option. This method has been used for years because newspaper has a light, natural breathability and absorb moisture very well. Both of these help protect ginger from mold, shriveling, and early spoilage. Start by choosing ginger that is clean and completely dry. If there is any dirt stuck on the surface, brush it off gently, but do not wash the ginger before storing because moisture will make it mold faster. Let me know in the comments which city or country you're joining from. It always makes my day to read your messages. Next, tear a few sheets of old newspaper into medium pieces. Wrap each piece of ginger separately so the roots do not touch each other. This keeps the moisture balance stable around each piece and prevents mold from spreading if one root happens to spoil. After wrapping, place the ginger in a breathable basket or a ventilated storage bin in your kitchen. If you prefer to keep it in the fridge, you can place the wrapped ginger in the crisper drawer, which has lower humidity. The reason this works so well is simple. Newspaper absorbs extra moisture from the air, which is often the main cause of mold. At the same time, it protects the ginger skin so it does not dry out or wrinkle. Many older home cooks still rely on this method because it keeps ginger fresh for 3 to 4 weeks without much effort. When you need to use it, just unwrap a piece, rinse quickly, and slice as you normally would. It stays firm, aromatic, and full of flavor, almost like the day you bought it. This is a practical and inexpensive way to always have fresh ginger ready for your favorite meals. My love for fresh ginger goes back to my mother's kitchen. She used ginger in almost everything from tea to soups. But she hated wasting food, so she always had a little trick to keep her ginger firm and fresh. I didn't appreciate it much when I was younger, but now those simple habits make so much sense, and I'm grateful I can share them with you. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me today. I hope these tips make your kitchen routine easier and help you save more of the food you love. If you enjoy helpful everyday tips like this, don't forget to subscribe so you always have something new to try. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.